put in the work and then actually believe that you're gonna be able to get there. Because once you get there, you're gonna look back at your progress and be like, damn, I was at this point. But you never know what progress you're making because you keep raising the bar. Like, for example, let's say you start off having like $10 days. Now you start having $100 days. You just raised the bar, but you ain't know that. Then you touch 1K days. Boom. 10K, 50K, 100K. Then you get to those crazy numbers.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Fortune's Funding Payouts. I am your host, Sir Hans Felix, and I got my guy here, Sean. You already know what it is. When it rains, it pours. And when it pours payouts. All right, so that's a fortunate fact. So week after week, we're seeing our traders benefiting from our payouts. Obviously, they have to work hard to get that payout. And he is one of the testimonials that we get to have the honor of hearing from today. We're going to get to hear his background. We're going to hear his, trading history. So, sit back, relax, fasten your seatbelt. This is definitely going to be one hell of a show. All right, my brother Sean, man, it's definitely a pleasure to finally meet you. Not in person, but virtually in person. Man, talk to us, man. Tell us how your real name sound in African tongues. You know what I'm saying?
My native tongue, Swahili, they say it like Sean, like a stern way, yeah. But my name's Sean. I'm from Kenya, Nairobi, and I've been day trading for about like 2 years, 2.5. And I've been blessed with the opportunity from Fortune's Funding to have this interview.
Absolutely, bro. So, you from the motherland, Kenya, and, me, I'm not from the motherland directly, but we all have roots. Me, I'm from the Caribbean islands. Shout out to Haiti one time. Shout out to Kenya because, we all have that strength, which is what makes us who you are. And fun fact, bro, Hans and Sean are the same name. And it means God's gift. It means gift from God, the chosen one. It means, resilient ones. It is a pleasure to meet another version of myself, bro. Like, we might be 10 years apart, but it still shows that kings always find a way to meet at the end of the day, man. So, yeah, it's a pleasure to have you, man. So tell us about your upbringing. How did you even get to giving trading a try, and why Fortune's Funding out of all these prop firms? You got the mic. Go ahead.
Well, I was born in Kenya, Nairobi, and then me and my peoples came to America in like 2008. And then after that, Dad brought us all the way over here with a plan. He found a way to give his kids a better opportunity from Kenya to here because, back home it's a little bit crazier than how it is out here. I got into trading through IML, actually. I was in IML when my big cousin, he put me on. He was like trying to recruit me. You know how like people used to be recruiting and all that.
It's always the big cousin. You try to put that big cousin energy on my, yo, man, what's up, little cuz? You doing this or not? I need you to be P150 by tonight. Bring all your friends. Yeah, I've been there.
Man, that was a whole different story, bro. But he got me into that. And then we actually hit like P2000, all that other stuff, but then we got into the whole entire trading part. We wanted to like make money from our phones. So then after that, we ended up leaving IM in like May. Then we found out about Q, seeing his course. And then that's where realistically like the foundation started. So we had a good foundation. After that, my cousin started doing his journey. Now I'm doing my own journey. I went to school 2021, school for nursing, but I didn't want to be a nurse, so I was going through it for a little bit, but I was.
Was there some, African parent influence?
Yeah, they were like, go to school, get you a degree.
You have to be a nurse. If you don't want to be a doctor, the next step is the nurse. You can't be a nurse, you gotta be an engineer.
I was day trading at school. And at that time, I was only making like $10, $20, $30 a day. Yeah. And then as like school went on, I started realizing like I'm actually starting to get cold at it. And then I had $100 day. Then that's when like my confidence went up a little bit. Like, damn, this shit is really like possible. Right. Then I had $104 day. Then I was like, oh, okay, we touching, just beat the high score.
Hey, yeah.
Then
You starting to hit $18 an hour, bro. That's
And
above minimum wage right there.
it's crazy. Then after that, I went to work one day and my paycheck was like 193. And then I day traded for like 2 days. I made like 240, and that was when I was like, yeah, nah, ain't no point in going back to do that. After that, I made the decision to drop out of school. You know
Ooh,
how that.
you know, them African parents was not having it.
Yeah.
Boy, how they feel about that? Tell me about that little episode right there. That's what I want to hear that part.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. It was a journey. I'm not gonna lie to you. I told them before I went to school. I was like, I don't want to go to school. I want to learn how to day trade. They didn't listen. So it was just like, I was in school for a year. I gave it a try. And then I was like, fuck that. I'm doing this now. I ended up doing it. And after I made the decision, I wasn't like profitable at the time either. So it was like, I took a risk.
Yeah.
And I see my big cousin, he did the same thing, the one that got me to IM. He dropped out too. And then I seen him change his life in a year with day trading. So I was like, if he can do it, why can't I? So then while I'm at school, I was just scrolling through Instagram and all that. And then I ended up seeing Matt Charts, seeing his course.
Ah, yeah.
And then,
shout out Matt Charts.
Yeah, that's my mentor now. But
okay.
Seeing his course, then I was like, damn, his price went from like 300 to 900 over some weeks. And then I just got my return. I was like, you know what? Let me take another risk. Spent like 900 on the course. And then after that, I was in the little lock-in stage.
Damn.
Then
the whole tax return bag on the course. That's cold, my boy. You went all out.
I went on like an 8-month lock-in mode. I had my peoples. I just dropped out there like, Sean, why'd you drop out? You doing this? You barely even making bread. So it's just one of those like, I bet. Now I got to show y'all.
Yeah, the pressure's on.
Yeah, and then I also told like a bunch of people that, I was going to drop out and learn the skills. So it's like, I can't be saying that,
Right there. Ooh, that puts on a lot of pressure just to let people know like what you about to do. And so now it's like, watch me hold my beer, and it's hectic, especially in our Caribbean and African parents and communities. Like they really waited, and every time at a party, graduation or whatever, they just gotta throw that little hint in there and say, look at so and so, look at our little look at each of them, look at that. Why can't you be like him? And it's like, bro, we're following different paths. Why can't you understand? Support. You know what I'm saying? And these are traumatic experiences that you have to eat up and just be in front of the charts and lock in just off the strength of like, watch, I'm gonna show you, and I'm gonna make way more on a day-to-day basis, and then you're gonna be talking real good about me at the next party. And how is the payout, my son? Or look at you. You come in the room and then now they feeding you. How is the markets? How is the markets? Shit changed, don't it? Keep going.
Yep.
Bro. Hey, this is your time. Go ahead, bro.
So then, I went on like an 8-month lock-in phase. I cut out all distractions. I started locking into the gym because I was like, how am I gonna get better at the charts? I was like, let me get better at the gym, because the gym, that's where you can build discipline. If I'm disciplined at the gym, I can be disciplined on the charts. So then that's where my correlation came in. Then as like over the 8 months, I started locking in more into Mad Charts' course, started journaling from September to April every day. Just back testing, seeing my progress. And when I look back at it, I'm like, damn, I really came from barely knowing what was going on to now I'm like, okay, I got a hang of it. I remember this one point, my mom came into my room. She was like, Sean, how's that whole entire thing going? She was like, you making any money? I'm just sitting here like, bro, why is you coming in like, but that's besides the point. I just had to take that one on the chin. Then I was like, you know what? Bet. I deposited like $242 into my trading account. flipped it to like 950.
You
And
put into
then
that course fee. Yeah, I'm following. Yeah, I'm following. Go ahead, bro.
then after that, I made a withdrawal. Then I ended up blowing the account, but 2 days later I got funded. So it was just like it's a win in my book.
My God, what a roller coaster. So wait, you took that money that you withdrew from your personal account to pay for the funded account? And that's when you went
Yeah.
the whole prop firm funded with Fortunes, or was that with some other prop firm?
I tried the other ones, like True Forex Fund and all that, but I thought about it. I was like, at first, the first prop firm I was going to go to was Fortunes Funding. I don't know why, but my mind was already locked in on going that way. I guess probably because the way I seen James come up and all that or something.
Okay,
But I don't know.
so there's definitely power in the person and the persons behind the brand. I see where you're going with that. Okay, cool. So like, where did you first see the Fortunes Funding logo and story? Like, how long have you been following James?
I've been following James since 2021. Like after he made his whole story about getting into the car crash, flipping that 40K to whatchamacallit. And then I was also seeing him go from flipping that summer where he made like $1 million in like a couple months. I was just seeing all that and I was like, damn, man, he can do that shit. Why can't I?
Yeah, there you go again.
I seen the progress. It's like, bro, it's possible. That's all that matters.
Big facts, bro.
Then, go ahead.
As you continue within your journey, what kept you going? Was it the manifestation of seeing that you can do exactly what somebody else can if you put your mind to it, or was it that like it's your personal discipline that you started seeing, or is it just everything all together?
I'm not gonna lie to you, it was more like a year before I dropped out of school. I knew what I was signing myself up for, so it was just like once I dropped out, I just knew that I was putting myself in a corner, and it was either fight back or you lost, and I wasn't about to lose. So,
Big facts.
every day, I just woke up, getting on the charts, boom, looking at my mistakes, looking at how I was getting better, and then over time, it just happened. I didn't know when, but I knew if I kept on putting in the right amount of work, sooner or later, I'm gonna be able to reap the fruits of my labor.
Hey man, you preaching right now. So let me ask you, what is your favorite pair? What is your most hated pair? Right? What's your most hated pair? And also, what did you learn from your journal as like a repeated pattern that kind of opened your eyes to seeing like why it was important for you to start journaling?
All right, well, I trade about like 13 pairs, but my favorite is probably like GJ, Gold, Nas, EJ, and 30 in Euro USD. I mess with those the most. And
all right, so you said 13 pair. You got 13 wives in real life, bro. What's up with you, man? Like, you got all these pairs, bro. I don't know, man. So if you had to say your top three,
mm-hmm.
of all the pairs you just said, which one do you find yourself trading most free?
GJ, EJ, and Euro USD.
Okay, that's a tough lineup. I like it. I actually do trade GJ, EU, and yeah, sometimes EJ as well. Like just whenever GJ might be acting up, but EJ looks like it's cleaner. The retracement happened further into the point of interest, and I'm like, oh yeah, oh if I go back on GJ, I'm like, wow, 25 pip stop loss. Nah, let me go back over. Ooh, 12 pip stop loss. Ooh, 8 pip stop loss. Drop down to the M1. I'm like, ooh, 6 pip stop loss. Okay, bet. EJ, we got a winner. Do you kind of think like that too, or is that your thought process as well when like choosing whether GJ or EJ?
My thought process is basically off of like my system, because I have like a systematic way of trading. So if it doesn't fit my like confluences or my confirmations, then I just don't take it. And
Okay.
I just trade the
So,
same way on every pair. That's why I have like
all right.
multiple pair.
Cool. So remember I said like what is your least favorite pair and why? Talk to me. Let me know why.
Jer 30. I done lost some breach over Jer 30. I don't it's not even on the watch list. That's just
Damn.
I remember this one time, me and my
Mhm.
cousin we took the same trade
Here we go.
and the trade literally just went straight into drawdown. And then you know where you get that beginner like okay, it's gonna come back up. Then it starts, going back up a little bit. The drawdown gets a little bit smaller.
Oh,
Then they just fall down to SL, and I was like, you know what?
oh
It is
man.
what it is. Guess it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, I feel you. But is it because of the spreads? Like what broker were you trading German 30? Because obviously that does play a big role.
Uh, I think I was on KOT. Yeah,
Okay. And what were the spreads like with German 30? Like I know there was a point in time it was like
it was
hectic.
crazy.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah,
2, 3 a.m. hectic. Asian session hectic. New York decent, but not that good. You get in the
yeah.
trade, automatically you're in drawdown. Like, yeah, or at least $13 or $6 type stuff.
Mm,
Yeah.
all I know is it's not on the watch list no more.
Yeah, there's definitely reasons why it's on a watch list. Yeah, I feel you on that. I feel you on that. So, bro, I'm going to actually give you the ability to share your screen and walk me through like your ideal setup and your thought process before entering a trade. Can we do that?
Yeah.
All right, let's get it.
See my screen?
Yes, I can definitely see your screen, Brody.
Okay. So, matter of fact, this red line is basically the daily equilibrium point. So I mainly take a trade off of right here. And I either take a trade off of the 1 hour or the 2 hour. That's where I first see my setup. And then my entry time frames are the 15 and the 30 minute. So like as of right now, you see how this red line crossed over the purple line?
Mm-hmm. These
Yeah,
are
I would have took a trade.
what is that? The 200 and the 50?
Um, the green one is the 200, the purple is the 50, and the red is the 8. So I
Eight,
take a trade after
eight,
makes a
50 plus.
crossover.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I know that strategy.
So
That's the
I would
old.
take a trade after that and then put my stop loss under the 50 EMA and then I'll ride it up till I'm about to ride it up to 183. And after we break that, I'm gonna go to where is it? I'm gonna go to 183.87.
Okay. I like it. I definitely do see GJ's potential in London to head higher for sure, because we couldn't even break that low for the week. And
Uh,
naturally, GJ is a bullish bear. And the reason why is like, the Japanese yen and the interest rates keep going lower and lower, just maintaining at negative 10. So that allows for
uh,
GJ to always just be a bullish bear along with Euro JPY. It took me years to really figure that out because for a while I used to anticipate something other than negative 10 every time.
uh,
JPY like interest rates would drop, and I'm like, well, damn, negative 10, negative 10, negative 10, negative 10. So, yeah, yeah, 183, bro. That's a good 100 pips away at this point. I think we actually could hit 184 this week. What do you think?
well, we can go to the daily and then just see how the daily's forming.
Mm,
Well, we gotta break this 183.06 level first, because that's mainly like a bearish and a bullish candle that makes a resistance or a support, just the same way as one
mm.
down here. So once we break that, then we can go to up here, 183.87. And then after that, we break there. We can go to, I can't see where it says on the screen,
Yeah,
but we can
when
go
the
to
trade
this
view
next
starts
line.
to get, there you
After
go.
we break 183 points, 0.06, we can go to 183.73. And then if we break that, we can go to 185.91.
Not bad, bro. Pretty good analysis. Now, obviously, you are very confident in your strategies, but when it comes to psychology, what would you say helped you to actually get a payout? And was this your first funded payout?
No, it was my second funded payout with y'all.
Okay,
But
awesome. How much was it?
818.
So now, how did your African parents? Did you tell them? I know you had a
Yeah.
flex one time. Yeah.
Yeah.
When they saw that certificate and then
Uh,
they saw the payout.
they seen it and they were like, oh, okay, that's cool. Like they don't really understand what I'm doing, but they just understand that, I'm doing something.
Right,
So
right.
they supported it at the end of the day. So I was like, okay, bet. We going somewhere with this.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
when it came to psychology, I just got to a point to where I was just taking trades, and if I just took an L, I didn't care because I knew that if I get to a point to where I'm able to just take an L and not care, it doesn't matter anymore. Like I'm getting my emotions out of it because once you take your emotions from it, then you're able to think freely, and once you're able to
True.
think freely, you're going to be worried about drawdown and all that other stuff, and you'll probably be able to hold the trade even longer. So then you can get even more out of your trade.
Big facts, bro. Well said. So your whole time psychology, like, are you a swing trader or are you more of an intraday trader?
I'll say I'm an intraday swing trader. Like
Okay, so
I'll
that
hop
means
in. Go ahead.
you're holding on to trades for more than an hour.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll just say you just got to put in the work and then actually believe that you're gonna be able to get there. Because once you get there, you're gonna look back at your progress and be like, "Damn, I was at this point." But you never know what progress you're making because you keep raising the bar. Like for example, let's say you start off having like $10 days. Now you start having $100 days. You just raised the bar, but you ain't know that.
Of course.
Then you touch 1K days, boom, 10K, 50K, 100K. Then you get to those crazy numbers. So it's just like you just gotta keep going no matter what. I ain't never seen a storm last forever, so you're gonna be alright. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, man. Only James Storms, maybe, but all the other storms, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes, sir. Hey, man. So let me ask you, bro. So right now you are currently funded, and how much are you funded?
Uh,
Let me say that
okay.
again. How much in capital are you currently funded with Fortune's funded?
I'm on this 50K account right now.
Okay. And
Yeah, I'm working to get this one.
so by the end of this year, like, where do you see yourself as a trader and as prop firm capital? Like, do you plan on scaling up to 200, 300K, 500K? Like, what are your thoughts?
Matter of fact, I want to get a couple. Nah, I'm gonna get a couple 100K accounts. That's my goal at the end of the year. At least 2 to 3 of those, and then I can at least trade those 1%. 1% of that is like one band. So, and then get a little bit more risky. You can add like 2, 4, 5% to that. Once I get my skill level even more, and then just keep getting better. Cause next year, who knows?
Oh, you've already manifested, bro. You already manifested it, bro. Just claim that right now. And let me say this to you, man. You're 20 years old. You are a lot further than I was when I was 20 years old. Matter of fact, I don't even think I knew about trading at 20 years old.
Mm.
So take advantage of that time, bro. When you have little to, your lifestyle, your budget, your day to day expenses, all these things, they start to get more heavy as you get older. But as of right now, man, if you manage your your finances the right way, you invest in yourself in multiple aspects, learning more about the tech field, learning more about how to like manage businesses, learning more about AI, don't be shy from exploring different avenues because trading, it always will center back to trading. because now that you have the skill set, no matter how much access to whatever capital you have from here, bro, the sky is not even the limit, man. Your mindset, you know, because that's why trading and prop firms are now giving traders a new sense of reality of what's possible. Because you started off making $100, $240, whatever it is. Bro, you know how to make enough to buy prop firm money with less than $500, all thanks, fortune funding. And you could literally flip that into 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 20,000, and be able to use that capital to go reinvest in another funded account or reinvest into your own personal, or better yet, leverage credit, taking care of your credit score, you know, taking care of your family, taking care of your mental health. Things like that really does take effect into like your growth aspect. You know what I'm saying? A lot of traders will have multiple businesses because of trading, or they came up understanding how to leverage their money potential. And then by using, e-commerce, by using whatever type of income flow, they fund an account, and conveniently, the skill set adds to the type of reality that they can teach you. Because, like, let's say you flip a $5,000 into 50K, bro, you're not going to be hurting. So then your mindset is going to be a lot more broad because you're not trading in a fight or flight situation, or a mental state. You're literally trading with an abundant mindset, with comfort. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if I were to give an advice to a 20-year-old, as I'm doing right now, it would be the equivalent of me telling my younger self how to move from here if I had known about trading earlier. So, it's a blessing, bro, to not having given up, because you're 18 now. You're 20 now, but you actually learned trading at 17, 18. You understand how powerful that is, you know? So you have to really think your lucky stars, bro, that you learned this skill and you did not give up on it. It only will get better from here, bro. Can you imagine yourself at 23? Sorry. Oh, man. Oh, man. Being able to buy, flight tickets to the motherland, the whole entire family. Then they're going to see why, like, 4, 5, 10 years later, why what you were sacrificing and what they didn't see is now paying for situations, bro, that literally can be life-changing. I know exactly what I'm talking about, bro. Like, I've paid for my whole entire family to travel to my grandma's funeral while I couldn't go. I've paid for things.
This with W.
You know how much respect you get out of your family because they realize, oh, this is serious. This skill set literally makes him worth way more than we ever thought, or way more than we thought this skill set had the value to do. I literally was like, yo, give me 24 hours. And I took care of everybody, bro.
W.
Yeah, but that took years for me to have that sense of confidence and knowledge to do. And it's only up from here. There's so many more things that we'll be accomplishing, bro. I can see us, all traders, coming in together to crowdfund something for like Africa or, anywhere around the world where there's need, or creating, different avenues that was otherwise not possible. We would have to borrow money from like other, institutions, but now we are the institutions that can provide capital, provide help, provide ministry and all of that, changing our communities around. That's big. So like, where do you see yourself and where do you see trading taking you in different avenues in life, bro?
Well, realistically, fuck realistically. I'll say I just want to be at a point to where I'm making as much money that's gonna fund my lifestyle, and I'm gonna be able to do whatever I want when I want with whoever I want. That's mainly been the main reason why I started this journey, because I realized I don't really like dealing with somebody else telling me what to do and all the other stuff. Like, I remember having a job. Yeah, I mean, you got to do what you got to do in the time being, but if it's my choice, I'd rather have everything under me, and I'd rather die with my decisions than let that be in somebody else's hands. So,
Well said. Well said. So, man,
and
what advice would you give a trader right now struggling to get their first payout?
oh, even if if your account is in drawdown, you just need to take quality setups that you're 100% confident in. Because I realized when I had one of my funded accounts, it was down like 2 to 3% when I first got it. Then I was like, damn, I'm down 2%. And I was like, fuck the numbers. If you got the skill, you're gonna be good. You just gotta take only quality setups, and then you gotta take profits too. That was another thing that I didn't do. Like I remember I was up like 300 or 400 on UJ, then boom, I didn't take that. Took like another $400 or $500 L. Then after that, I just went on a losing streak. Then I started taking profits. Now, okay, I revived the account up. Then I made a band, revived the account up a little bit more. Now we're back on the come up. So it doesn't matter if you're in drawdown. As long as you got cushion and the account's not lost, you didn't fail. Because every new day is a new opportunity to just get that goal done. So you're gonna be good regardless.
Well said, bro. It's like you were ready for this question, man. It's like you was media trained. It's like the post interview, like post game highlights, like how did you feel about this, Sean's like, well, I mean, I had the confidence to go back into it. It was down by 10, and I said, you know what, I got this skill set. They put me there for a reason. Yeah, I like that, man. Who's your favorite basketball player?
Oh, I'm a Braun fan.
I could tell. I already knew it. I already know it. I like it, bro. Any last words you would say before we close out this wonderful interview of having been honored to feature you?
I'll say appreciate the whole Fortune Funding company for giving me the opportunity to even have a funded account. Because I remember a couple years ago, I was like, damn, how the hell am I about to be able to flip these paychecks to this point? So all I can say is I'm grateful for y'all. And for any traders that are still in their trading journey, it's only up from wherever you are. Because whatever level you are now, that's just your current level. Get to your higher level, and then boom, let that become your current level again. And then you just keep going up, and then that way, you're going to be forever bullish.
I love that, bro. I love that, man. And was this your first interview? Because it definitely don't sound like it.
Yeah.
It was your first interview? Man, W. Sean, bro. You taking W all the way to the bank, bro. And we appreciate you back, because without our funded traders who are getting payouts, we will not look this good. We will not be this lit. We will not be as confident to say that, yes, we have paid out $750,000 so far, and we are still paying out till this very day. So thank you so much for taking time out of your day, bro. I hope you continue to prosper, King. I want you to continue to sharpen your mind, and I can't wait to actually interview you again, man.
Appreciate you. Have a great one.
For sure, bro. And just always remember, man, fortune does what?
Fun.
Fortune favors the bold, my guy.
Oh.
You are definitely one of them ones, bro. And I'm definitely looking forward to follow up with you and see where you are a few months from now. All right, bro. So everybody, this was an interview with Sean the Don, you know what I'm saying? And he is definitely one of them ones. You look out for him. You ain't seen the last of Sean. I'm Sir Hans Felix. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace, love, and blessings.